Napoli, Napoli, Napoli!
What's going on, NNTV? Welcome back. We are fresh off a 3-1 victory against Atalanta at home at the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona. And let me tell you, this is very, very relieving. My goodness, because if we did not even win this match, even a tie wouldn't have been good. This would have been terrible for us. And I mean terrible, like crisis, okay? Now, talking about crisis, let me bring up
I
the banner
told you to be positive on the text.
I'm just realistic. I'm realistic. I don't know what's
come
going
on,
to happen.
man.
It's good to have
This was
hope, but
This was a perfect setup for Conte to get them to play again, man. Like everything was set up for him to be able to get them motivated and refocused. And I mean, like having the international break, I think was perfect, to be honest. And then him getting away for a minute too. Yeah, man. I was looking forward to them playing very good and winning, but we'll get into it. I didn't think it was going to be this good of a performance, especially that first half.
yeah, definitely. So, what went well this match? Overall, we got goals. Not only one, not two, but three, all coming into the first 45 minutes of the match as well. Amazing display of utter confidence and just like a whole pure combat or comeback mentality. I mean, to come back home to these ruthless Napoli fans who love and support you, but they demand a lot, as we both know, as you demand a lot. A very emotional crowd. The players had a lot at stake here. Not only the players, but also Conte, also ADL, everybody. So, talking about the goals, well, actually, before we go into the offensive performance, let's go into the ratings just real quick here. I'll bring it up right now. Okay, so there's someone up there that got a green that has not had a green in quite some time. That being Giovanni Di Lorenzo, our captain.
7.9, man.
Very good.
Almost broke 8.
So I just wanted to shout him out real quick because I will have a segment just for him in the song of the match. Spoiler, that's my song of the match right there.
Oh, shit, you messed that up.
No, I'm not. I'm going to tell him right now just because I want to get into how much of an impact he was this game. And I'm not even meaning defensively. Yeah, sure. He held him and Bukama held Lookman to practically nothing. I think he had like one clean look on the goal, and it wasn't even that clean, to be honest. It was from outside the box. Then again, though, Lookman, given his situation with the team and the previous coach, who are now at Atalanta, have Palladino. He's not interested in the game.
You trying to be funny with that?
No, sorry. I just remembered watching that episode and you discreetly saying that. Yeah. So. But anyways, yeah, Di Lorenzo had an outstanding match.
It ain't turning out too good for the dude that went there, though.
No, and we were actually talking about grabbing Palladino as well before we were in talks with Conte too. So, anyways, that's that. That's
you might be the next one.
Yeah, maybe. I don't want to talk about that right now. I prefer Conte above and beyond anyone else at this very moment. But yeah, so these are the ratings. Man of the match goes to David Neres with a strong 8.8. He had 2 very clinical goals. Glad he's back and he's actually starting. And talk about new starters. Noah Lang, 8.1. Had the monstrous header on the giant back there. I don't even know what his name was, but the guy was like twice his size, and he gets a beautiful header to go in on once again. I'm going to mention him again.
Aggressiveness, man.
Di Lorenzo's assist. Did you see that?
The cut back to the perfect placement. Yep.
I mean, this is the Di Lorenzo from 2023. Not our 4th Scudetto, but our 3rd one. This is what it's looking like.
I'm telling you, man. What did I say? Yep. When he gets involved in the attack, he plays better overall. And like you said, man, he limited Lukman. Lukman didn't really make a huge impact in this game. He didn't play crappy, but he did not make the impact that I would think people were probably expecting. You know what I mean? So yeah, he played good on both sides.
Lookman's not no scrub, all right? So let's get this out the way. Lookman is on his day, he's probably not probably, I think easily a top 3 player in Serie A.
Yeah.
Honestly, Lookman
Yeah.
is that guy. But
Yep.
given the situation, as I mentioned earlier, he's not very interested in really playing for this team, that being Atalanta. So I don't know if he was giving it his all. Then again, even
He
during
doesn't want to ruin his reputation,
he
Mario. I think
doesn't.
he's
So
still trying to play.
correct. That
Yeah.
was my other point. I was going to mention that is that
Yeah.
if teams are looking at him and they see him performing this way when things aren't going his way, then it's going to lead a question mark of concerns. So then again, Lookman didn't have the best match, but given so, it's because we played well on him defensively, and that being
Yeah.
from Bukema and Di Lorenzo.
Mm-hmm.
So let's move on
Bookman
from
had a
the
good game
ratings.
too, man.
Yeah, he did 7-4. Rachmani, Buongiorno, they all had a good game on the back line, except for that one situation with Rachmani completely leaving Samaka open for that easy goal. That almost
They left him open on that header too in the
blocked.
second half.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Rachmani
was wide
overall,
open in too.
he had an okay match, honestly. We only allowed 1 goal. Atalanta being a attacking force, mindfully not the same with Gasperini, but Palladino is an attacking coach who deals a lot of high pressure mobility and he's just pure attacking, in all honesty. Not like Gasperini was in terms of effectiveness with this team. I mean, like I said, it's his first game, so we didn't expect too much, but it's still a very strong team. And given our current form, we didn't think it was going to go that way. But I'm just glad we got the victory, and we pulled through to get the 3 points. So let's move
Mario,
on.
Talking about Atalanta a little bit,
Mhm.
they've got quality. Like
They do.
they've got good players at almost every position. And I'll be honest, I was confident that we were going to play well, but I was also nervous about the new coach bump, and that didn't really happen, at least in the first half. So I was very, very happy about how we handled the entire situation. Not so much in the second half. I think in the second half we started to sort of let them back in the game, but we still held it together. So I can't be too upset about the second half overall. But
yeah, we'll definitely go into the second half performance as well as the first here in a bit. So talking about performances, let's talk about our offensive performance. That being said, we got 3 goals. When's the last time they got 3 goals? Against Fiorentina, Inter, right? Both games that we had pretty good overall match, but both games also had an okay second half, just like this one. So what went well for Napoli in the attack? Well, we had a lot of verticality, early penetration, being that we had 2 goals in the first 30 minutes. We hit Lang and Neres in the spaces correctly. McTominay, although he had a bit of a more quiet match, same with Lobotka, they both played their role exceptionally well in the midfield in terms of creativity. And Lobotka, obviously, on defense is a huge role.
I thought
But yeah,
it was a little rusty, to be honest.
see,
I mean,
a
he
lot of
didn't have a
people,
bad match,
a
but
lot of people have been saying that, but I'm going to get into that just a little bit more when we talk about our defense, because he played exceptional shadow defending, exceptional. I mean, he had Koopa Miners on lock if you pay attention to just Lobotka. Sometimes, you know what I do? I like to watch these games and just watch what Lobotka does.
You said
Not
Miners.
not a Koopa Miners. What's that one field? The guy from freaking Milan, man. What's his name?
De Catalar.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah,
Although
yeah.
De Catelar, obviously his name. By the way, he's a pretty good player. I wouldn't mind having him on my team. Anyways, he did have a couple shots on goal. One skimmed the top left post barely. I mean, it wasn't going in. Just skimmed it on the way back side of it. But he played well against that attacking force. Anyways, what went well in the attack? Like I said, Neres and Lang were hitting early into the spaces. I mean, we got 2 goals before the 30th minute reached, both by Lang. Neres, sorry. And we definitely exploited Atalanta's high defensive line. Like I mentioned, Palladino likes to play a very high pressure game. Let me tell you, our counters, perfect. Like, did you see
We
how
had And we had the right wingers to
The
play
right
that way.
wingers and the right formation to put
Yeah.
perfect use of both Gutierrez and our captain, Di Lorenzo. Di Lorenzo on the attack was phenomenal this game. It's not being talked about enough. Like I said, I'm going to get more into Dilo specifically later on. But what else went well? So the wide isolation with Neres and Lang in the 1v1 situations. This is something that we don't see often. Spinazzola does do pretty well on the left side on 1v1s, but as we all know, our regular starter on the right side does not, which leaves us a lot more strict and not as compact on both sides. It almost just pushes us to just be attacking on the left and then super defensive on the right. What does that do with teams playing defense? Well, they don't worry about the right side as much and they can stack more on the left. It's not good
But
football.
but if you look how we play, we still try to play it to the right all the time. And then the counterattack, there is no counterattack when
Lang had a few
Politano's
chances
playing.
on that left side. I don't.
No, I'm saying when Politano's in there.
That's what I'm
When
saying.
Politano's in
I
there, we're
know.
still trying to play it to that side.
That's why I
And
didn't say
then
that Spinazzola was an issue on the left side, just Politano.
yeah.
But somehow, some way, we still end up trying to go through Politano on that right side.
Mhm.
Anyways, so our full backs and wing backs, they held width perfectly. We always had one or the other wingers drifting inside, as we saw Neres get that first goal from Di Lorenzo's pre-assist to Hoyland's beautiful one-touch pass right through for smoke show, man. Just completely Lightning McQueened his ass, man. I don't even know who the defender was, but that guy was gone in the wind, man. As soon as I
Yeah,
saw
man.
that run, I was like, oh, please just finish it, because he's had a problem this year with, he's been ahead. He's been ahead.
Honestly, he is not the best when it comes to breaking down and just letting his natural abilities score a goal.
Yeah.
It seems like he gets a little bit indecisive when he's in front of
Mhm.
goal, but both of his goals,
Very
there
clinical,
was
especially that
no
second one.
hesitation.
Yeah, that second
Yeah.
one was a beautiful goal. Okay, the first one you
Yep.
should make, right? But that second one, how he
Yeah,
angled
but
his
he but
body and turned it around perfectly to hit on that right
yeah.
side post, it's beautiful.
But the thing is on the second one too is like you could tell when he actually shot the ball that he was waiting for the goalie to sort of commit so that
Mhm.
he could get it past him, you know what I mean? So,
Yep.
oh man, I was so happy about those 2 goals, man.
Yeah. So Neres was so successful this game as he was against Inter because he abused that back line with his
Yep.
speed itself. His
Mhm.
quickness, his speed, his agility, just everything, man.
Yep.
It was like Achedebi 2.0 back there. They just couldn't hold him. They couldn't. And then having someone as creative and quick like Lang on the other side, it causes problems. And that's what I'm
Mhm.
trying to tell people, bro. Start these guys from the get-go. Even if it takes a couple matches, just do it. Just do it.
Yep.
So what else? The 3-5-2 formation. Let me tell you about this, man. How perfect
It wasn't a Mario, that was my mess up when I mentioned that. It was
3-4-3.
actually yeah, it was 3-4-3. It
My
wasn't
apologies.
3-5-2.
I was reading
That was my
your
fault.
banner, but that was my
Yeah, my
fault too.
bad.
I knew it was a 3-4-3.
Yeah.
So Lang attacked in the far post. Neres attacked the channel. Hoyland dropped between the middle of the lane to link all these plays. Now, mind you, that might be a little bit odd to people because Hoyland's known as the very top striker. But sometimes we don't need our striker, as Lukaku did. We don't need our striker to score goals. He can create just as well. The one complaint about Hoyland in this game I definitely will have was his first touch. It was terrible. He had a lot of situations where he had his back to goal, touched the ball, and it went flying the other way. Other than that, I think he played perfectly fine. He had a beautiful assist, was creating between the lanes, etc.
I think the biggest thing is he played his role in
Mm-hmm.
trying to link up with the wingers.
Yep.
Similar to what Lukaku does. He's not going to hold the ball up like Lukaku does as much, but he was looking for them wingers making those runs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
literally playing almost like a attacking midfielder per se. That's how low he was playing, making Atalanta's defense have to constantly mark him and create a whole dilemma of where are they going to go. I'm pretty sure they were expecting him to sit up top, receive long balls, as we've been doing these last 3-4 matches, right? Completely changed it up. Atalanta looked flustered that first half. Second half, not as much. They started to kind of get their little groove back, right? But we also lacked a little bit of intensity. That's another thing too, which we've done a lot this season. We play one great half and one or terrible half. Once we get two halves of football like going, it's going to be real nice for us, right?
Yep. No, I agree.
So, did you want to get into the offensive performance, Debo?
I mean, let's talk about that guy. This guy, right?
I didn't talk about him because I wanted to leave something for you. I knew you would talk about him. That's good.
Okay, cool, man. But he had a good match too, even though, like you said, he wasn't heavily involved. And like there was moments where I was like, "Where is McTominay?" Right? But then when he did get involved, he was in form. So I like the way he performed too, and I think he had one really good shot that the goalie just made a good play on the right hand side there. So happy with his performance too. I just hope he keeps it up.
Yeah. So, do you want to talk a little bit about what we didn't do well in the attack? That being the second half.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll let you go first this time.
Oh, you. I mean, I just felt like in the second half we sort of just let our gas off the pedal more than anything else. I mean, we needed to keep trying to do the things that we were doing in the first half, and I felt like we were just playing a little bit more lax and sitting back and not really trying to take advantage of the continuation of play that we had in the first half. It just seemed like they sort of got relaxed more than anything else. You know what I mean? That's what I felt.
Yeah. So basically, just lacking in intensity in general, especially given
like
the
intensity level just came down, man.
Half.
Yeah. Just think they figure we're up 3-0. We can take a break.
Yeah.
No, Atlanta was coming, man. Atlanta's a proud team. They got good players.
Yeah, they weren't just going to give in.
Yeah, Palladino's not going to let them give up either. You know what I mean?
New manager bounce. Where was that at this game? The second half. He had it the second half.
Yeah, it was in the second half, man. They were coming.
Yeah. So, more specifically, we basically became too passive. There were fewer vertical runs occurring. That given, we also subbed in Politano and Elmas for laying Aneta, so it was going to happen eventually. But even in the beginning of the second half, it wasn't looking too good anyways. Minimal combination play. We had no real desire to kill the game, even though I guess you could say it was killed, but you never know on Calcio, man. Even being up 3-0, you have a whole other half to play. If we can score 3 in one half, why can't they? You know?
Exactly.
So that's why we should never let off the gas pedal unless it's like 3-0 and it's the 80th minute. Maybe not even that, man. You just never know. Like, I just would never let off.
Clean sheets are important.
Yeah.
Dude, exactly, it's like the Fiorentina match, man. That Fiorentina match, we dominated them even into the second half. And then the last 20 minutes or so, we're like, oh, it's 3-0. And then they scored. You know, clean sheets are important for mentality and confidence.
Exactly.
You know, so that Fiorentina match was another example of just like, you know, relaxing too much. We got to talk about Politano because
I will let you get into that. I'm not talking about him. You got it. Go for it.
Okay.
I'm done talking about that guy.
So I was really expecting him to be all over the pitch in that second half, to be running everywhere, knowing that he could expend all of his energy coming in as a sub, and he was nowhere. He made no positive impact on the match, and that pisses me off because that tells me that his motivation might not be the same as it is if he's a starter. So I hope we don't see that again. I hope maybe that was just a one-off, and the next time that he's a sub in a game, that he comes in and he tries to make an impact. I mean, what if it was a match where we were down by 1 goal or it was tied? You know, is he going to play like that whenever?
In all fairness, I think he wouldn't play that way if we were down.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope not. I hope not.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he shouldn't have done it in this match, especially due to the fact that we are in terrible form, and it sends off the wrong vibe. Sends off the wrong freaking vibe if you're coming in there and you're not giving 100%. I did not see that. The camera panned to him 2 or 3 times, and the look on his face was not what I've expected of somebody that was trying to play their heart out. Like he should always play no matter when he comes in. So, one match. The next time you're a sub, because Politano, you're going to need to start accepting that role if Conte wants to make the right decision. Politano is not going to be a regular starter anymore.
Should be.
He is not making the impact that we need. So he needs to accept that role, even if it is a thing like it was with Lozano, where they're splitting time. Same thing. So when he split time with Lozano, he was balling. So even if it turns out to be a 50-50 thing, I want to see him give the same amount of effort as when he's coming in as a sub as if he's a starter. And I really didn't see that. But maybe I'm a little bit biased because I just want Nenes to be the full-time starter.
I agree.
Let's see what happens in the next match, because he's probably going to start against Karabag in the Champions League. I'll be honest with you, I hope he does, because I want Neres to be fresher for Roma. So I'm hoping Politano starts in that Karabag game, because if he doesn't, then you're like, okay, so Politano is going to start against Roma. I want to go to Politano against Karabag so that we can take Roma out this weekend. And I think the counterattack is going to be extremely important first them. So, yeah.
Conte, listen. Keep this formation. Keep the starters. Mind you, with who we have healthy at the moment. Specifically, the wingers, please. And the striker, of course, because I don't want to see Luca start. That wouldn't happen anyways. Keep this formation against Roma. Do not change it up and put Politano on the right wing. Do your little defensive wingback shit. We don't want to see it. We don't want to see it. Roma is a very defensive team. We don't need to worry about any more defenders, okay? We got the back line secured. We got D-Lo playing out of his mind in the right spot, finally, as he did in 2023. Please keep it this way. So one thing before we talk about our defense I do want to talk about is Luca. Dude. Like, what is he? Who's that?
Yeah, who's Luca?
That's our super sub. That's our...
You talking about Luka Doncic?
Jolly Green Giant. Dude,
Who the hell?
as soon as Hoyland came off, man, the central reference point was gone. Hold up play, gone. Counterattacking threat, gone. He literally offered us nothing. Nothing at all. And that flimsy ass looking shot he tried to take on the one-on-one with, what was it, 1v2 with the goalie and the defender. But like, dude, this guy is actually just not very good. He's not. Okay, I know it's his first season there. It's his first season there. All right, this is the only benefit of the doubt that I'm getting or giving him, is that maybe he needs a little more time, right? So am I going to say sell him in the summer, put him out on loan? No, he can be on the bench. I mean, think about it. We'll have Hoyland, Lukaku, and Luka. We need that kind of depth. We need it.
He can be the third striker.
Yes, the third striker. That's what I'm saying. Let him start in Coppa Italia. Still keep his flow going. We have Coppa Italia to play every year. All right, or even in some Champions League matches where we can afford to kind of switch it up. Just give him some playing time still. I'm not saying like completely just set him out and then we wasted our money, whatever. Probably did waste our money anyways.
No,
but yeah.
we did.
but yeah,
he's gonna be a third striker. We wasted our money.
Yeah.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
He doesn't offer anything to our advantage. And he almost just slows down the game. You know what I mean? And that kind of kills us. Anyways.
Good penalty kicks.
Oh yeah,
we can just try to flop. We can just try to flop all the time in the box when he comes in.
You didn't take a penalty kicks from KDB or freaking Lukaku. Fuck that. All right, so let's get into the defensive performance. Did you want to start this one out, Debo?
I really liked the back three. I'll be honest with you, when Mbukama was that player that we were getting, I thought that it was a given that Conte was going to switch to a back three. It hasn't happened until now, and it happened pretty much because of injuries, I think. So, I don't think that Conte is going to look at this match and he's going to say, oh, okay, this is what I need to do. But it would be nice if those three players that can all play top-notch center back would be able to play together. But the only way it's going to happen, I think, is if it's in a back three, and then when you get Zombo and KDB back, which might end up, being very close to about the same time with how bad Zombo's injury is too, you're not going to be able to play with the back three if you want to play all the midfielders either. So I don't know, man. Maybe what ends up happening is, it's a possibility that we end up playing with them in the back three consistently over the next couple matches or so. And Conte's like sort of in a way forced to sort of make that a thing, even when KDB and Zombo come back, and then just rotate your midfielders, bro. Like it ain't like they wouldn't be willing to rotate a bit.
This is
You
what
know what I
great
mean?
teams do
So
that have depth. They use
yeah,
all their
man.
players because they're good enough.
Yeah.
I would
Yep.
not mind seeing Zombo come off the bench, KDB come off the bench, McTominay come off the bench.
Yeah.
The only midfielder I need to
No,
always see
no.
on that pitch is
No,
Lobotka.
not McTom. No. I think
You
McTominay and
given
Lobo. I think McTominay and Lobo would still need to be near full-time starters. Give them
what
maybe a
about
rest
Zombo?
every.
That guy's arguably
No,
been our
man.
best.
No, because Zombo, man, dude, Zombo is a little bit older than Lobo, right? Just a little
Okay.
bit.
Yeah.
He's definitely older than McTominay.
Yeah.
And Lobo is so important that not starting him consistently. So I think that Zombo and KDB can be players that can come in earlier in the second half if we need them. And then every third match or so, rest McTominay, rest Lobo. And if Billy Gilmore's back, he can play in Lobo's position. You know what I mean? I just think that if you got to pick two midfielders that need to play consistently as starters, it's still got to be McTominay and Lobo. You know what I mean?
Okay. I see where you're coming from, but for me, there's only one guy that's untouchable in the midfield, and that's Lobotka, and that's always been that way for me. But I understand your point for sure. McTominay as a starter makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna
But
be
I mean,
hard
when you got
actually.
KDB and Anguissa, who both on their given day perform exceptionally well. I know that we're kind of on a recency bias thing here. We haven't seen KDB play in a while, and some people are kind of giving him too much flack. I don't know why. He was playing good on my terms. He's not the same KDB from freaking 3-4 years ago, obviously. But
KDB
Zombo,
can be
Anguissa, McTominay, I think can all be rotational. That's just my opinion, though.
like with KDB, like I've always thought, he can be that big match starter every single time we're playing in a big match. If it's versus the top four contenders, if it's in the Champions League versus a team that isn't, very, very low, if it's a good Champions League team, he should probably start if he's healthy when he gets back in all those matches, right? Lobo is basically a starter in my mind unless he has to be rested. Like if he's got a little knock or he's just got some fatigue or whatever, right? And then McTominay, I feel like he can play every single match. He seems to be a player that can handle that workload. Zombo, on the other hand, man, we have seen moments where Zombo will have a little bit of fatigue here or there.
Yeah.
He might not be as motivated for some matches or the others. So it's not an easy decision. I get it for Conte to figure out who's going to rest and who's not and who are regular starters and who aren't. I get all that, man. But I'm telling you, those three center backs, if they can start gelling and meshing, they are 100% our best three. So one of them not playing consistently, if everybody's healthy, just seems wrong to me, But
Yeah.
we'll see.
So I'll make my segment quick about the defense. Overall, exceptionally well. We did allow one goal, but Atalanta are a attacking force, especially under Palladino now. The wing backs played great, both Gutierrez and Di Lorenzo. They dropped back, making it a 5-back line. Very effective against both sides. Atalanta are pretty much forced wide every time they got the ball, and we completely shut it down. The one concern, actually, I'll get into the bad things after this, but we denied the central part of the field pretty much flawlessly, other than the long shots being taken outside the box, but that's always going to happen, and none of them are very threatening per se. There was one shot where Vanya did slide on the right side or his left side of the post, but it was going out anyways. I think he was just being precautious. But overall, I think our best defender this game was Bukamatu. We haven't seen as much as we would like from him, playing time-wise. And this was the perfect game. He played great. Buongiorno did his thing as usual. Rachmani did have a couple stutters, that being the header, as you mentioned in the beginning of the video, that he let be so open. And another shot that was open that actually ended up being a goal was on Scamacca.
Man, I think
I don't know.
Buongiorno was the dude that was trying to mark up
It was it
Scamacca
was
on that.
it was Rahmani. He
Oh,
was
was it
right there
Akmani?
on the edge of the
On
box
both of
guarding
them?
absolutely
Oh,
nobody.
okay. Okay.
Guarding absolutely nobody. I mean, I know for sure it was Rahmani on the goal. I don't know. You mentioned that Rahmani had the header situation. That I didn't notice, but the goal was all Rahmani. He was guarding nobody. Had his hands behind his back. I guess
Oh,
like
okay.
trying to block the cross from coming in from meters
Mm.
out. But yeah, he should have been Marcus Gamaka there. So overall, we should have won 3-0. Quite possibly could have been a 4 or 5 goal game as well for us.
Yeah, I think I really believe that we should have been with the way we were playing in the first half. If we'd have just kept our foot on the pedal, I think that we would have had another 1 or 2 goals in the second half. If we would have just kept playing that way. But we just like sat back. We were giving up like those long shots you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
In the second half, we were giving them too much room to even try those, man. Those De Catalar is one example. That dude's got shot on him
Yeah.
from outside the box.
Yeah.
So and Luke, we know Lukeman can shoot too. He can shoot from outside the box or at least on good angles from far away from goal. So yeah, yeah, that's a good point about D'Lo, man. He did play really well. I think if you had to look at the entire season,
His best
his
game.
best match.
Easily.
This was his best match.
No
Yeah.
debate. Like
And the other thing you mentioned about the back three, the fact that it's easily transitioned into a back five, like playing with
yes.
5 defenders.
Yes.
That's another good point about the back three is that when you need to transition into a back five, it's easy to transition.
Mm-hmm.
Much more than it is when you're playing with 4, and now you're just telling one of your wingers to come back and go forward and come back. But
Yeah,
yeah,
given
man.
what side the ball is being pushed
Yeah.
on,
Yep.
that's who falls back. And then the main reason why we closed the central of the field so well is because of Lobotka and McTominay, that being, on a deep central run or even just in the midfield itself. They both did well defensively, and I don't think that's been talked about enough either. Like we were also focused on Noah Lang getting his first goal, Nettis getting a nice brace, our wingers being, phenomenal, which they were. But there's lots of factors that come into a game like this when you win like this. You can't just look at 2 players. You got to look at the whole team. And I think everybody did well. Honestly, I have no complaints about somebody that didn't do well. The subs,
No,
on the
yeah,
other
me neither.
hand, like Politano, that's a different
Man,
story.
sub's a different story. Yeah, man. Yeah, even Elmas. Elmas didn't really make an
Yeah,
impact either, to be honest.
yeah.
I mean, not sure why. Maybe it was a
I
tactical
didn't.
thing where
I
he
didn't want to
wasn't.
say it, so I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see anything from Elmas, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Quite possibly that was maybe more due to maybe Conte saying something to him about, hey, just stand your ground and don't be trying
Yeah.
to run all over the place like a Tasmanian devil and shit. Because that's what Elmas is known for, man. He just running all over the place the entire time, and maybe he was just told, hey, just hold your ground and keep your area of the pitch under control. So that's quite possible too, because Elmas usually doesn't play like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what didn't we do well on defense? Just because we want to look at both sides of the good and bad, both in attack and defense.
Yep.
The first 10 minutes of the second half were super sloppy. The lines were completely stretched. The wing backs were caught a little too high at times. Poor pressure coordination. Atlanta just entered the final third too easily.
To
And
me,
that was
that
the
was the
first 10
worst
minutes.
part.
Yeah. And that
To
was
me,
just the
the
first
final
10 minutes
third,
of the second half.
yeah, like just giving them room
Yeah.
in that area of the pitch was just something like, I don't know how many times we saw players that were in the box that weren't being marked, man. That was annoying as hell.
Yeah. And another thing, and this is going to be about the subs, specifically a sub that came in. We completely decreased like counter pressing intensity. Like from the 65th minute onward, we almost backed off. We allowed Atalanta to dictate the ball the way they wanted to, and it looked like Politano. Yes, he's a workhorse, but it almost seemed like he was conducting unnecessary territory, right? And you did mention that he didn't really do anything. He was trying to do something. It just wasn't working out.
Really?
That's just what I saw. That's
Okay.
what I saw. He was trying to do
Mm.
something, but it
Was
probably
he trying to
didn't.
do something? Was he trying to do something in attack that he shouldn't be trying, like almost always, or was he just trying to? I mean, what was he trying to do? Well, I mean, really?
Being
You got a highlight or
Politano.
two to
He was
show
trying to
me?
be Politano. I mean, there's
I
nothing to
mean,
highlight. There's nothing to highlight.
did
I
he
just
have one
saw
cross?
the way he was moving around. Thank God, no. The way that he was moving around the pitch. You know, that's
Did he try to
something
dribble
that
past
we
2 or 3
always.
dudes?
No.
Oh,
No.
so maybe he
Thank
wasn't
God.
doing anything because that's usually what he tries to do, and they never
I just
work out.
mean in terms of him covering the field. That's all. Yeah, didn't do anything in the attack or defense necessarily that was effective. But anyways, okay, I think that's the last time I'll be talking about Politano. I think that's the one for this video. That's the one.
Okay.
So we were also
One more
relying on
thing.
a lot of
You
individual
better bring it
blocking.
versus
Oh
Katabog.
my God.
You better bring it
Let's
versus
move on
Katabog,
from the
man.
defensive performance, man, before he just gets into a Politano rant.
Uh,
So is not
I don't
352,
hate Politano.
not
I
352.
don't hate Politano.
This is Debo. Debo does the banners, not me. It's 343. Is that the way to go?
Is 343 the way to go? Wait a minute. Hold on. Dude, are you putting up the banners this whole time?
Yeah. This is what you
Oh,
put
I'm
up.
in full screen mode. I can't see the banners.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. You go full screen. I couldn't see them. Okay. Yeah, it's why didn't you switch the banner before making me look like a goof, man?
I just saw it right now about it being a 352.
Oh, okay. 343
I'll
is
just hide it.
343, not 352 is definitely the way to go right now because of injuries. Like I don't think there's any question about that. You know what I mean? And the thing is if we stay like this and we do get, Zombo back, Spina back, wait, Zombo ain't coming back for a minute. But
Yeah.
when we get Spina back, he's going to expect to play some. So where does he go? He can play in
Where
Gutierrez's position.
Gutierrez is at.
Like they can split time.
Yep.
So yeah, man, 3-4-3. At
Like I
least
said, this is what great teams
until
do.
we
We
get
have all these
Zombo and/or
players.
KD back. Yeah.
Yeah. Just figure it out. Who we're playing, who we're up against, who you want to start, who's better against this guy, that guy. I mean,
so
it's
listen,
really it's not as hard as people make it out to seem.
So listen, before it was about getting all the great midfielders in the game. Why can't it be now about getting all the great center backs in the game? Hey, what about Juan Jesus? Maybe we should talk about him a little bit.
What about him?
He looked a little rattled, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he's been playing well all season for his standards.
He has, but this game he looked a little rattled. That was weird.
Yeah. Probably used to starting the last few matches. 6-0.
What did FootMob? 6-0?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Politano's not got a 6-0. If he would have had more playing time, would have been a 4-8.
Politano had 6-0 too?
Yeah. I don't
I thought
like
you
to
said
pay
you were
attention
gonna
too much to a FootMob rating anyways.
I
But
thought you said we were done talking about Politano.
Oh yeah. Well, we can't because look, you put a banner that says Super Sub Politano. You handle this one.
Well, he wasn't in that game, but bro, you need to accept your role, man. Why don't he should just go to Conte? It's the end of his career. We need to win back-to-back Scudetti. We need to score more goals. We need a player like David Neres to make the impact that he's making as a starter. Politano himself, man. Go talk to Conte, bro. Hey, you know what, man? I can do this super sub thing. You bring me in the 65th minute. I'm going to run around like the Tasmanian devil if you want me to. If you want me just to stand there and look like a goof, I'll stand there and look like a goof. If you want me to take these corner kicks and put them somewhere where nobody's going to ever be able to get on the end of them, I can do that too. If you want me to cut in on my left and shoot it to the rafters,
oh my God, the
to...
shot he took from outside the box where it's floating in the air and he just tries to hit it from outside the box and it goes and ends up being almost like a fucking pass, it looked like. Dude, I can't stand when he does that shit.
Yeah, man.
He's had one goal like that where it's in the air floating outside the box. Wonder goal, correct? Wonder goal, right?
Oh, you're talking about the volley. Volley last year?
The volley kick outside the box.
That volley last year was special,
okay,
though.
Cool.
Yeah.
In general, a lot of these players in the attack can do that if they get fucking 100 chances to fucking do it. Like, you're going to get one, right? You're going to get one.
Yeah.
Dude, just stop. You're not that
But on
guy.
a serious note, I do think that Politano can take advantage of a tired back line of the defense being tired in general, and he can make a difference in the second half. I really do believe that because Politano, if he plays as a super sub the same way that he plays as a regular starter sometimes, like the fact that his work rate, if he can transition into being a super sub with the same type of work rate, then I think he can be a very good impact player coming off the bench.
I agree.
I just don't know if it's going to happen.
Politano as a sub, I think is perfectly fine. Perfect. Cool. But as a starter,
Not even
playing
for me,
for not even just as a
perfectly.
starter, he mostly when he's starting, he plays like either the full game or like 80 minutes. There's been very rare occasions where he's been subbed out at the 60th, 65th, 70th minute. Very rare. It's happened a couple times this season when it should have happened way earlier. And Conte is not seeing that. I don't know why.
I think if he was to have the right approach and mentality as a sub, he could be one of the best super subs in the entire league.
Whoa.
He really could. He really could.
Slow your horses there,
Because
Debo.
no, I'm being serious now with the things that he can do when a defender is tired. Because the thing is, when a defender is tired, he might be able to beat them on that dribble. He might actually be able to outrun some dude sometime. You know what I mean? He might be able to take advantage of that cut in when the defender knows it's going to happen anyway, and he can still get by him. Like
I know what you're
he
doing.
could take advantage of tired legs in the second half if he had the right mentality and an approach. I do believe that.
I'm catching what you're doing. I got you. You're glazing Politano to make him appear as if he's a really good sub, so he can be a sub. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, because I'm sure he watches the show. Yeah, I'm sure when he goes home at night, he Googles Napoli Nation TV so he can figure out what we're. I'm serious though. I really do think that he could be a great sub, especially when he is given a specific assignment and he goes at it. Nobody can question his work rate except this last game. I don't think his work rate was special in this last game, just from what I saw. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, what ends up happening though is he starts versus Karabag because we need a fresh David Neres, and then David Neres kills it against Roma. And then how can Conte not make David Neres the regular starter after that, especially in the big matches?
Matteo, se guardi questo video, attenzione, impara un poco. Impara.
Non sei più giovane, why you, Akavit? Non sei più quella là.
Okay, that's definitely the end of the Politano rant for sure. Now, I completely forgot you added that banner.
Check all the
I
banners
saw it
still.
pop up. What?
Do I don't look at
No,
the banners?
there's
Hold on,
nothing
let's
else.
make sure.
There's nothing else. I made sure. Trust me.
Okay.
I do not want to talk about this guy anymore. Okay, so let's talk about somebody who is on his way back. Mr. Lukaku, Big Rom. Oh my goodness, man. The moment this guy comes back, bro. I don't think Napoli Nation understands how big we've missed this guy, man.
Yeah. What a lift that's going to be.
It's going to be huge. Hopefully, the one thing that does worry me just a little bit is his form. Obviously, it might take a couple matches to get into that groove again. And hopefully,
he's not going to be in great form right away. Yeah,
I know. But that's
okay, though.
Another thing is that I hope this injury didn't almost like not kill his game, but, diminished it per se.
Listen, a good way to actually look at this injury is he's been able to spend this time to get his body more right and not put more, fatigue on his legs. You know what I mean? To look at it from a positive way. And
he still looks in shape. Conte was not allowing him to become fat Rom again. You know what I mean?
Him celebrating in the stands and then him coming down to the pitch with Zombo. And
yeah, man,
it was just a good sight to see, man. So
yep.
There's reports out there that he's probably going to be on the bench against Roma. He won't start, obviously, right? But he's at least going to be on the bench. So maybe he gets. Whoa, wouldn't that be crazy if he came in and contributed to the winning goal against his former team?
He's not coming into that match. He's not doing that.
I don't know, man.
I wouldn't say that.
I don't know.
We got to be real desperate, and Hoyland has to be playing complete poo-poo for him to come into that match.
Listen. If he's on the bench and Conte looks at that bench after he sees Højlund needs to come out, who's Conte going to pick to come in the last 20 minutes or so? You really think he's going to pick Luka?
Luka.
You really think so?
No.
That'll piss me off.
Yeah,
Freaking, if Lukaku is dressed, Lukaku is ready to at least play in the second half.
Yeah. Just don't rush him. That's all. Don't
No,
rush
no,
the guy.
yeah. No. Give him like 20 minutes. Just let him burn up his legs a little bit, just to get a little bit of what you call it? Just to, get a burn so that he can, get
Get a
back
feel of the
into
game.
actual match form.
Yeah. Playing a game is way different than just training, so.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay. Next up, some good drama, I hope. Conte post-match. The team is always with me. I didn't read into this too much, nor did I watch his press conference, so you can handle this segment. Go ahead, Debo.
So it was in response to a tweet because if I understood correctly, ADL right after the match said something to the tone of, our coach Antonio Conte got the team back together and got them playing again, the cohesion's back or whatever, right? Something like that. And I think they asked him a question about that and what he felt about it. And his response was pretty much, the team was always with me, will always be with me, and has always been with me. So I think that was just a little bit of a subtle message that to ADL about his tweet, where you felt like maybe ADL was saying something in a way that was negative because we haven't been playing well, and maybe Conte had some issues in the locker room, and Conte said himself that they weren't playing with the desire that he needed them to play with. So I don't know. Yeah. So last year, remember there was a couple moments where like, oh shit, Conte's saying something. Like there's things that you can't do in Napoli that you can do somewhere else. And I remember me included was like, uh-oh, is this going to be the beginning? So let's see. ADL made a tweet. He said something that was indirectly in response to that tweet. And if I understand how ADL is transitioning to the great president he is, ADL is just going to let it be. You know what I mean? I think ADL's tweet, there was nothing wrong with it. I just think Conte was trying to send a little bit of a message, which is okay to me.
I agree. Yeah. Conte is the one coach, ADL, in his whole, career being the president of Napoli that we've not seen him say anything bad towards him. Not one thing. He's always had his back.
Not one thing.
Yeah. He
adores Conte.
Yeah. Which is crazy because, everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people were saying that these two were going to butt heads when we first got Conte. A lot of people.
Hey, I'm looking at the calendar. I couldn't help but look at it after we were talking about when Lukaku's coming back and when he's going to be in form and everything. So he comes in versus Roma, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Just to get some minutes in, get his cardiovascular up, you know what I mean? Get in form.
Cardiovascularity?
Yeah, whatever. Right? Maybe he comes in for 20 minutes. No, that's too early. Sorry. We got Coppa Italia after Roma. Maybe he gives him a little bit of a burn in that game too. Right?
Maybe.
Right. Maybe a little bit more of a burn. Maybe like 20 versus Roma.
Imagine him getting injured in the Coppa Italia match, though.
Oh, dude, what are you doing?
I just won't even risk that.
He's gonna get like he's gonna get like 20 minutes versus Roma. Watch him contribute to a goal in the second half.
Wow.
Right? Yep. And then he's gonna get we'll call it 25 minutes or so versus Cagliari, just because he's trying to get back into form. No other reason, right? Not he's gonna not overexert himself or anything because it's the fucking Coppa Italia. And then who do we play after that at home? Take a wild guess.
Spalletti.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. He's starting versus Juve. That's what he's I guarantee you he's got that shit on his wall in his house, and that's what he's pointing to. He's going to want to start in that game.
He's got that shit circled.
Yeah, baby.
That's gonna be a crazy match.
I still haven't seen that tattoo since he went to Juve. He's wearing long sleeves for every interview,
It's the winter
every
time.
match.
the
He's
winter
in warm conditions when he does the stupid press conferences. He hasn't shown that tattoo even one time.
It'll pop out when it gets warmer.
I can't wait for that. Can't wait till he gets a guts
Imagine
to
if
do that.
if he comes out with a short sleeve and covers it though. Now that would be crazy. That'd be all over fucking
Yeah, like if you put tape over or some shit.
everything. Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy.
Dude, at some point somebody's gonna catch him showing that tattoo. Even if it's in the building or something, man, somebody's gonna try to get that picture. Yeah.
Well,
anyway,
he wanted the
that's what Big Rom is doing, man. Big Rom is circling 7 December at 11:45 our time. That's the match, man. Oh God, can't wait for that match. Woo.
That makes two of us and probably all of Napoli Nation. Anyways, let's get into the
Me and Mama are going to San Diego to watch that one with the San Diego club.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, right here I don't know any Napoli fans, so that's that. So let's get in. I don't know any Napoli fans out here where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I've seen the Juventus fans at the gym, but other than that, that's really
it. You saw a Juve fan in the gym?
Yeah, wearing his Juve jersey, remember? And I pulled up with the Napoli training kit.
Oh, you told me about that? I don't remember that.
I tweeted a while ago. By the way, side topic.
Oh, hey, hold on. No, wait a sec, man. I don't remember that. Did he see you wearing your Napoli gear?
Yeah.
Did you guys make eye contact?
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it? Nothing else?
They're playing shit.
Man.
I was waiting for him to say something. I'm not going to walk up to the guy and talk shit about his team. But if he wanted to say,
you know what? You should have just walked by and said, Fino alla fine.
I don't know what the fuck that means. You might even damn well just be a bandwagon, just saw a nice other jersey. Yeah. You never know, right?
There's a few of them out there.
Yeah.
Especially when fucking Ronaldo.
And it's a Ronaldo jersey. Yeah, there you go. And it was a Ronaldo jersey. So who knows if he even. Yeah. Anyways.
The dude that ruined their club.
Yeah. I mean, technically, yeah. Low key. They got a Scudetto out of it, but you know.
Yeah. Oh, he had
the thing they were struggling so hard to get. Okay, let's move on. Oh, before side topic, if you're still at this video or in this video watching us, whatever, on Twitter, if you need to message me personally, I will be on the Napoli Nation TV Twitter. I'm not using my main account anymore. I don't know, not everyone's gonna catch every tweet someone makes, so I just want to make an announcement here just in case someone missed it and they're watching this. Hit me up on Napoli Nation TV. I will be using that. That's why you're probably seeing more tweets coming out on there.
One more thing too is we're having a problem with our IG account for Napoli Nation TV too. I'm trying to get logged back into it and it's not working. So be patient with this. If I can get that thing back up and running.
Somehow, some way, Debo always has some kind of technical difficulties. It is what it is.
Yep, always.
Okay, so let's track back to the Atalanta match and let's get into the song of the match. Once again, if you're new here, the song of the match is basically not the player of the match, but the person who showed a lot of grit, worked hard, etc. Kind of an excuse to give us our second player of the match, realistically. But for me, and I mean easily, there's two pretty easy options for the song of the match. But for me, it's Di Lorenzo, our Capitano, the unsung hero. He's not getting enough praise, man. I'm back on Twitter and I'm looking at stuff. He ain't getting enough praise.
You're saying for this match specifically?
Yeah, people just talking about that one assist he had. Yeah, cool. We all saw that. But, bro, all match, he was phenomenal. All match. So for me,
you know what was most special about that assist was his cutback dribble.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
That cutback dribble was fucking awesome.
I'm telling you this,
that's what he was doing all season in our first Scudetto with Spalletti, man.
That's why I got that T-shirt on him. That's from that year when we saw Di Lorenzo at his peak.
Hey, by the way, did you notice that Atalanta was playing with a white Lete? They already got Lete to change the color to white instead of that fucking red, man. Like it took us 20 million years to get
literally 10 years to freaking change that shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Whatever.
I was like,
I'm glad that we moved on. MS,
Oh,
our jerseys have been beautiful. Even this one that's down here was actually pretty nice, even though it's in red letters. It wasn't that stupid box
this jersey was the first one
to
that
not
that
implement
I really
the
started to fall
box.
in love with. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
our last 3 years of jerseys have been phenomenal.
Oh
Anyways,
man.
Di
Good.
Lorenzo had a 7.9 rating. He had an 8.1 on some other source that I looked at, but overall, I think he deserved a strong 8. He did his thing, man. This is peak Di Lorenzo. Not necessarily an amazing defender, but someone who can track back at the
Mm-hmm.
right times,
Mm-hmm.
1-on-1 with a speedy
Mm-hmm.
person. You know, he might struggle a bit, as we've seen quite often this
Yeah.
season, right? But dude, the ability for him to just implement so much attacking ability is so important,
Yep.
especially given our wing situation now with
Yep.
Nettis and Lang starting
Mm-hmm.
has been lackluster. It's been shitty. But this
Mm-hmm.
game, we saw the iconic link up with our winger, with our striker, making shit happen, bro. Real deal. This is Di Lorenzo. This is him.
Hopefully it
Anyways,
continues.
yes, I hope so. With this formation, I have full confidence it will. I do.
Okay.
So for you, who is your song of the match?
So I can't argue with yours, right? That is a very good pick, especially considering how much crap he's been getting.
Mm-hmm.
Most of it deserved, to be honest, because he hasn't played well. But Noah Lang's been getting a little bit of crap too, right? And he's been frustrated with playing time, and he's made it clear that he's been in disagreement with Conte in his playing time. He even said something in post match where he was like, "Yeah, I don't always agree with the decisions, but." And he said more to come. And, it made me think back to the beginning of the season, like before it started, and his interviews that he was given in press conferences there. And man, that cockiness came back super quick. Right? He got one goal and now he's all of a sudden, super cocky
Hey, at least he
again.
didn't take
But
his shirt off and not get a goal disallowed. Can't
well,
complain. He's a
whether
cocky guy. We've known that since the
yeah,
start of the freaking season. He's got that swagger to him. You know what I mean?
that image you got up there, man, you could tell that he was super relieved to finally get his first Serie A goal.
Yeah, all
But
these
the
loan
image on the
rumors.
left, yeah, the image on the left with him pointing to the logo,
Huge.
is it like 100% real?
It's real. He's just
Is
doing
it
that
just
just
a
to keep the
natural
rumors silent.
is it just a natural reaction to what's going on? I hope it's real, but he did it. So I'm going to assume that it is at
He
least half real and
he
let
knows
him
that he's
have
here
some worthy
for the
match for
long
me.
haul. He signed a contract till 2028.
Yeah, I know.
I
I know,
mean,
man.
he's gonna want
And
to
then
play here.
honestly, honorable mention, because I did think about this for a second. Honorable mention has to go to Bukama because I think Bukama really, really played well and showed a lot of intensity, heart, and desire in this match. So he's got to be
Yeah,
honorable mention too.
I respect it. Okay, next up, let's get into the Guayo of the match, who we both agreed to be the man of the match as well. David Nettis. Beautiful brace. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. Beautiful brace. Man of the match. Clinical finishing. Quick pace. Full on creativity, which we've lacked on that side of the field.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mention his name. You see that?
Perfectly timed runs. The thing
Yeah.
about him more than anything in this match was his runs were timed perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He executed. It's what a winger does.
Mm-hmm.
It's what he does on the
Yep.
attack. He executes. But yeah, I mean, not more to say. Hopefully, we keep seeing this down the stretch, and hopefully, we keep seeing him start down the stretch. Not every game, obviously, but the important ones, which might be all of them, considering how tight the table is. And with that being said, let's get into what the
And with
table
how far we
looks
are
like.
down in Champions League.
Yep, that too. We are right on the border, literally in last place for the league phase.
But he can't start every match though, man.
No, I didn't say every
We
match.
all know that he's a
Not
little
every
bit
match.
injury prone and
Yep,
deals with muscle
that's another
fatigue
concern
quite
too. Hopefully,
often.
he doesn't get
So
injured
yeah,
again. Do not want none of that.
make sure he gets on that table all the time, man. Gets those massages in.
Okay, so let's get into the league standings. As of today, Milan did beat Inter in the Derby dell'Italia. Blah, blah, blah,
Again.
blah. And this is how we're looking. Roma obviously demolished Cremonese away. They won that game 3-1, gave up a goal literally in like the 93rd minute. Who didn't see that coming? Roma winning against those bums. Whatever. But yeah, Napoli sit at third place. Obviously tied on points with Milan. However, the 1 goal differential, Milan have 9, we have 8, puts them above us. And also,
Well, I think because they beat us. Yeah.
and they beat us too.
Yeah.
And Inter sit at 4th with 24, tied with Bologna, but obviously ahead of them because of the goal differential. And I think they beat Bologna too. I could be mistaken though. Not sure.
Hey, hold on. Let me do something
yeah.
real quick. We got to make sure people can clearly see something else here.
I know what you're gonna do.
Hold on. Yeah, they got to be able to see that too.
By the way, Lazio,
The team on the bottom.
Lazio right below them by 2 points, and Como, who has 1 less game. If they win this next game, they can take that 6th spot because they'll get 21.
Oh,
I
man.
didn't mention 7th and 8th plates. Should have put that in there for sure.
Oh, yeah. Como playing tomorrow, aren't they? Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, overall, if we keep performing this way, I'm confident in at least fighting for the Scudetto. I'm not saying that we'll win it, but I think we'll be fighting for it fairly nicely. I know, but we need to be consistent with this type of play. We can't just play Inter well, win a game in dominant fashion, then go on a 3-game freaking blunder streak of not scoring a goal, and then we come back and beat Atalanta 3-1 as well.
Yeah, but here's the thing, man. We need to go to Roma and win that match.
Oh God!
Like,
hey, that might be asking for a lot.
No, that's exactly what needs to happen. Like, if we're seriously trying to repeat, Roma is not a juggernaut. You know what I mean? It's not like we shouldn't have that idea going into that match. We've got our, a little bit of our swagger back after this match. Hopefully we can beat Karabag in convincing fashion. That'll be important, I think, for, creating momentum into that match versus Roma. I'm not saying that we have to beat Roma. I'm just saying that if we want to continue this path and be serious, we need to go into that match with the mentality and the will to actually beat them. That's how I feel.
A tie wouldn't be bad. We're playing away. At home might be a little different, obviously, beat them at home. But a tie won't be bad as the away match in the first half of the season. I wouldn't complain about a tie. Obviously, just play well. Just play well. Even if we lose, then we actually play well.
So obviously we need to play well.
Yeah.
And like you're saying, a tie isn't a bad result.
No.
But would you rather have a tie where we have a very good defensive performance, or would you rather have like a high scoring game where it's like 3-3?
Well, I'm not worried about Roma scoring more than 1 goal on us, to be honest. Maybe 2.
So for that reason alone, we should be confident in being able to go there and win.
Their defense,
especially if we play with the same formation.
Their defense,
especially if we play with the same formation. Okay, yeah, but look at Roma's schedule, man. I mean, have they really beaten or even have they dominated anybody worth talking about, let alone beating? Let's take a look at their schedule because
they don't dominate teams. They don't dominate teams. Given today, obviously, is a different circumstance. They played Cremonese. I mean, anyone should be able to dominate them. That's a top club.
All right, let's look here.
But they don't dominate teams. They just don't.
So they
are
beat
a very
Cremonese.
defensive, heavy-sided team, and they win games.
Listen. They beat Cremonese. They beat Udinese. They lost to Milan.
What are the scores?
They lost to Milan, a Scudetto contender. They beat Parma. They beat Sassuolo. They lost to Inter, a Scudetto contender. They beat Fiorentina. They beat Verona.
Oh, wow.
They beat Lazio. They lost to Torino. They beat Pisa. They beat Bologna. So they're one victory where you can look at them and say, okay,
Bologna.
That was something. It was beating Bologna, first match of the season.
Different
So
Bologna side.
our minds in this match, our minds are we're the better team, and we're going there to beat them. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't think there's a question about that. You're right. A draw is not a bad result, and what's important is playing well. But I still feel like the idea that's in their minds is we're gonna go and show them who we are, and we're gonna beat them because we don't think that they think who they are. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's how I
I mean,
feel.
we should have that mentality every game, no matter who we're playing, is trying to win, regardless of who we're playing. We should
Dude,
never
I'm not,
go for a tie.
but I'm saying versus them. I don't even if they are top of the table. I'm saying versus them compared to say like Inter, even Milan to some degree. I think that Roma hasn't shown us enough where they deserve to be at the top of the table quite yet. They lost to Bologna, or I'm sorry, they lost to Inter, they lost to Milan, and they beat Bologna by it was 1-0. So pump your brakes on Roma. I think Roma is a good team, and I think they are going to end in the top 4. But a Scudetto contender,
When you have a
we have
defense
to
like
see
that,
still.
you're automatically in the top 4. And it's not like they don't have any attack.
Okay, so do you think it can last like this?
Yes.
Because how many goals they got? How many goals have they scored? Let's see.
Not sure. I don't follow that club.
I
just know they're a very good defensively.
We're not going to have their goals memorized, but let's see where they're sitting at goals scored. They got 15 goals scored, right? If you look at the standings, 18 for Milan, 19 for us, 26 for Inter, 21 for Bologna. You got to come all the way down to that scrub team in 6th place that sucks ass to compare to with 15 goals scored.
It's not too
God
far
damn.
off. 4 less goals, but we did go on a 3-game streak of not scoring. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty rare.
Which could be construed as sort of a little bit of a fluke if we can, get back in form.
Yeah.
For me, the absolute mentality is not only to play well and play better, but to win this match. That has to be like you said, it's always about winning, especially with Conte. But I think Conte is going to be confident going into there and getting a victory. I really
agree.
do, especially
I'm not saying that we're not going
to
to be confident going into Roma's field and trying to win the game. I'm not saying that. Obviously, I feel like.
Let me just ask you this.
Bounce back match.
Let me
we
just
have a lot
ask
of
you this.
confidence going into Roma. Yeah.
Let me just ask you this. So, if you had to pick a team to play on the road right now, and your life depended on it to get a victory, who would you rather play, Inter, Milan, or Roma? Away.
Roma.
Just saying. I would even rather play them than Bologna right now. Just saying. Just
I don't
saying.
know. We weren't ourselves.
Maybe even
Bologna.
Como.
Now
I might even want to play Roma before I'd play Como.
I don't know about that.
I'm
Como's
being
real
serious
nice.
now.
I'm not trying to
Roma's
hate
not
on
making
him,
anybody scared in their attack. I'm pretty confident, man, especially if we play well and beat Karabag on what is it, Tuesday? I think we play him Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday.
Another match I won't be able to watch. Ugh. Will you be home
I'm
in time to watch that?
I'm off all next week.
Oh, that's right. You took it off for Mama coming. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it, man. Maybe I'll come out work for the second half. We'll see.
All right. Well, I think we covered everything. That was an hour and 10-minute long video. For those that stayed this long, we appreciate you. Like I said, we do this for fun, but we always appreciate the love and support that we receive on this channel. But this is all just fun, man. We enjoy it. It's an excuse for us to talk ball.
No doubt.
For whatever amount of time,
Being on the opposite sides of the country, being able to do this with you is so much fun.
Yeah, and plus I like doing this YouTube stuff. It's fun, man.
Yeah.
Can't say the same about Twitter. I don't really like Twitter anymore. I haven't liked it for quite a while. It's completely washed. But that's another topic.
A lot of people are complaining about X right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw I'm in like 3 groups that I didn't even know I was added to. I'm like, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This is Napoli Nation TV, Season 2, Episode 20. Match Day 12, Napoli beat Atalanta 3-1 in pretty dominant fashion considering the first half. And yeah, we just hope to continue on this stride of greatness. And Conte, please
Amen.
take note of this game and the formation and the starters, everything, please.
Amen. We didn't say anything about our template. You see them 3 players down there on the bottom. You see what Big Rom. You see that look on his face, man.
Soon to be.
That's what
Exciting times.
he's looking into the
Imagine when
mirror like that.
KDB comes back too. Oh my gosh, we already know they got chemistry. God dang,
Yeah, man.
exciting times. All right, everybody. Once again, thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, drop a like, subscribe, share the video with your family and friends, and we're out of here. But first, can't leave without saying it. I almost forgot. It's pretty rare. I never really forget that.
Remember, I think we forgot the very first show.
Oh, it's the very first show. It was a while since
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
done this, and whatever.
Yeah.
It's the flow now. Anyways, Forza
Napoli.
sempre.
Why you?
Vinciamo contro la Roma, Raio. Ai.
Huh?